How's everybody doing? I'd like to take a quick minute and introduce you to the newest technological advancement in PPE, the Personal Protective Gloves, or PPG. The Personal Protective Gloves are touchscreen capable, reusable, machine washable, and allow for high dexterity. The PPG are form-fitting to the hands due to our groundbreaking silk technology that allows for breathability and comfort, all while using neoprene rubber in the palm and fingers for grip and slip protection. PPG silk technology will help keep your hands warm in the winter and cool in the summer. The personal protective gloves will be designed and manufactured in the United States. And if you're worried about feeling like you'll stick out from other people while wearing our gloves, don't, because the PPG comes in multiple skin colors to blend right in. If you are a trendsetter, don't worry. The PPG has got you covered with our variety of color choices. The PPG also offers ability to have your favorite sports team logo or university printed on either the palms or the back of the hands. The PPG is currently in design phase, which will tie into our marketing strategy in a couple of slides. Our product will be sold online via distribution. So if you're one of our amazing distributors, you will never have to worry about us selling direct to end users. To introduce myself quickly, my name is Jason Lawlor, and I am the inventor, founder, and owner of the Personal Protective Gloves. I have over 10 years of experience within the textile industry and over 20 years of experience in logistics. And I am only one of a larger team of highly skilled industry leaders at the Personal Protective Gloves. On this slide, we have our table of contents. As you'll see, we have 8 more slides. Slide 1 is short and long-term goals. Slide 2 is mission statement. Slide 3 is SWOT analysis. Slide 4, Pastel Analysis. Slide 5, business trends. Slide 6, smart social media plan. Slide 7, who we are. And slide 8 is references. On this slide, we're going to talk about PPG goals, short-term and long-term. Let's take a look at our short-term goals. If you're like us and want to change the world, you can help us. Through our social media marketing, we'll establish user groups for beta testing. By joining our user groups, you will be sent one of the very first personal protective gloves, and all we ask is for your honest opinion. Our short-term goal at PPG is to have our gloves on people's hands in 3 months. With your input, we can have our final product shipping by that date. Also, by signing up to our beta testing user group, we will throw in a free pair of PPG of our final design. During our design phase of this prototype, we are working with some of the greatest local manufacturers in the US, and that's the way it will always be. At PPG, we care not only about your health, but also the care of your economic stability. With the purchase of the PPG, you will keep your fellow citizens working. In 2019, the annual sales globally for PPE will be $59 billion. This is expected to be at $123 billion by 2027. This equates to an average growth globally of 10% yearly over the next 6 to 7 years. After the initial release of the PPG, we are expecting our annual sales to follow the global annual growth trend of 10%. We are focusing our sales for the first year of 2021 to be approximately 12,000 units, 13,200 units in 2022, with a price point per unit of $29. This will equate to the first year of sales ending December 2021 of $360,000 and sales of $382,000 for 2022. We have estimated our cost of goods sold of $14.50 per unit. or estimated 2021 total cost of $174,000. We project our profit per unit will be 50% or $14.15 per unit. This will create a net profit of 2021 of $174,000. Due to the United States' current regional supply chain infrastructure, close to 70% of PPG's business will be exported to the Western Hemisphere. This current model of distribution will dictate the growth of PPG until textiles that are made in the USA or high-tech textiles can penetrate emerging markets. At PPG, our long-term goal is simple, and that is to have our product in the hands, or in our case, on the hands of every person on the planet. We expect to see our long-term goal to take shape in the first quarter of 2023. Here at the Personal Protective Gloves, our mission statement is to provide our customers the safety and protection from the unseen daily hazards, all while living the adventurous life our customers crave. We at PPG know the importance of adventure and also social interacting. We want to be a part of the solution of getting everyone back to their normal routines, but we also know that it has to be done safely. On slide 6, we are discussing SWOT analysis. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. We'll start with strengths. Our strengths are interactive product development with current and future customers through our beta testing program. We are also using cutting-edge research and development, along with the use of local manufacturers and a strong customer loyalty by the use of branding. Our weaknesses: current operational capital, competitors importing products, creating possible loss in sales due to higher manufacturing costs of use of U.S. manufacturers, cost of higher-end material used in our products, like silk, and there is currently no market need, so we need to create a demand for our product. Opportunities: unique market with no competition, ability to include new technologies into design, unique branding and marketing strategy for clients, massive growth in PPE industry. Some of our threats: we'd be looking at changing environmental regulations, very big concern, use of other branding, logo creating copyright infringements, and nationalization of manufacturing. On this slide, we talk about Pastel Analysis. Pastel Analysis is short for political, economic, social, technological, environmental, and legal factors. We're going to start with political factors. Current COVID-19 vaccine rollout. Another, racial injustice. Racial injustice will probably hit a couple categories through this. The final one in political factors is more local and talking about Connecticut legislation for expanding workers' compensation to include COVID-19 as work-related illness. We'll move to economic factors. Under economic factors, as you can see, new administration's plan for tax for corporate rate. Using U.S. manufacturers, creating higher cost of finished product. Lack of local glove manufacturers and nationalization creating problems in selling products globally. Social factors, again, racial injustice. Another one, environment. Textile industry creates a fifth of the world's pollution and almost emits as much CO2 as auto industry. And last is income inequality is a massive problem in the U.S. Next category we'll talk about is technological factors. Creating a reusable PPE glove needed to create either a liner or external material that creates a barrier that doesn't affect the intention of the glove, like a latex glove versus a silk glove, allowing full dexterity. There's many types of gloves out there, but none of them actually have um, the ability to feel and at the same time being PPE. Final products need to withstand multiple machine washings. And last, how to brand material. Under environmental factors, we're looking at silk manufacturing process kills thousands of silkworm larvae. Silk has the worst impact environmental of all textiles, using more fresh water and emitting more air pollution through use of coal-powered plants and used to dry silkworm cocoons. Neoprene is a petroleum and limestone-based material, and manufacturing requires a lot of energy. Legal factors. Permission for professional sports teams, universities, and business to allow branding on gloves. Possible issue with environmental, plants, and animals. Taxation. And last, under legal factors, unforeseen patent infringements. Let's talk about business trends. We will focus on 3 trends we are seeing affecting the personal protective gloves. First is the positive annual global sales of PPE. Second is the changing environmental regulations facing the textile industry. And third is the evolving technology changes to the material being used in the protective gloves. Now, we already touched on the first trend of annual global sales of PPE on slide 4. The second trend we will continue to monitor at PPG is technology, also referred to as high-tech textiles. While it is our passion and mission at PPG to understand our customers' needs and to deliver the highest quality product on the market, we also understand that keeping up with the newest technologies in textile and manufacturing are paramount to the future success of the personal protective glove. As the PPE business growth continues over time, we feel that this growth will create new products that are lighter, more efficient, and cost-effective. So at PPG, we will continue to monitor and test the new high-tech textiles with the sole purpose of always improving our groundbreaking personal protective gloves. The third trend is the environmental impact of the textile industry. This trend has been studied for quite a long time, but the environmental impacts have mainly avoided most government regulations in the US. This is due to when the EPA was established in 1970. The global fashion industry was far smaller than it is today. It is our feeling at the Personal Protective Gloves that these environmental effects will come under massive scrutiny, which is why this is a business trend we will continue to monitor. The textile industry is responsible for an estimated 8% of all global greenhouse gas emissions. By 2030, there will be 5.4 billion people in the global middle class, up from 3 billion in 2015. We can expect increased demand for clothes and other goods that define middle class lifestyle. If the consumption continues at this current rate, we will need 3 times as many natural resources by 2050 compared to what we use in 2020. Currently, 20% of the industrial water pollution is because of the textile manufacturing. While the world uses 1.3 trillion gallons of water each year for fabric dyeing alone, the carbon footprint left by the textile industry is not sustainable, and at PPG we will continue to do our part by sourcing new high-tech textiles which rely less on natural resources. Social media. 3 strategies of PPG social media marketing. Using social media will allow us at PPG to have a direct engagement with our clients by allowing them to share their adventures with us. To create our social media marketing strategy, we will create brand awareness within the college and millennial age demographic. We will do this by focusing on 3 strategies: sharing photos, being everywhere, and promoting local groups and activities. We will start with being everywhere And what we mean is that we will be signing up with the following social media platforms: Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and TikTok. The second strategy will be to sharing photos. We will encourage our customers to share their photos of them with our product by creating incentive programs. The incentive programs will consist of offering gifts and prizes. The third strategy will be to promote local groups, events, and activities. By our organizations promoting local events, that will help us become a part of our users' world. We would like for our social media marketing strategy to lead to 30% of all PPG sales. Who we are. As we have laid it out earlier, we at PPG are always thinking local. We always want to be on the cutting edge of the textile technology, and every decision we make will be with the well-being of our environment. Couple resources for you to take a look at. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Have a wonderful day.